Well, we are currently at the Creatosphere here at the Wave Summit 2025, and of course this is a special area where of course new technologies are being displayed, where India can of course create for the world. There's also a special stage where content creators are speaking, inspiring youngsters. There have also been different challenges which have been happening, and of course the different booths showcase the winners of those challenges as well. We're going to show you all of that. Interestingly, Prime Minister Modi had also of course toured this zone on the inaugural day of the summit. But let's begin by showing you, of course, this very interesting AI lady here who has been answering questions. Very, very interesting. How's been the response of this your AI lady here who can speak multiple languages?
Absolutely, she can speak multiple languages.
How's been the response? What do people had to say about it?
Oh, they are like surprised. Oh, she can speak Marathi also. She can speak Tamil also. It's very nice.
Okay. Well, she almost looks like a real person, doesn't she? And this, of course, now you can see is a special, of course, virtual set that has been created here. So you can see, of course, this youngster's going in, and it looks like he's at a special museum for Shivaji there. Lord Shivaji, of course, is the great warrior Shivaji, rather, who, of course, is someone who is an iconic figure in Maharashtra. And you can see, of course, he's transported right from this virtual set to that museum or hall of Lord Shivaji, and now he's at a completely different location. That's the magic of virtual reality, of course, and that's something that can be used now by various movies. It already is, but it's something that now world studios can also use. That is the hope, of course, of people over here at this particular Creatosphere zone. Now let's show you another very, very interesting, and we have, of course, Chaitanya here, who is an expert in the domain. He works very, very closely with Whistling Woods, now the newly announced IICT, and of course many other institutes as well. Very interesting Creatosphere. We already talked about the first two booths. What's the real intention, according to you, of the Creatosphere for you, and how has been the response?
So it's two things. One is to showcase all the work that has come out of the Create in India challenges that have been run. And the second is to actually show people who are coming to Waves what is possible with high tech, with high-end media tech, indigenously developed. So, for example, this is a virtual production pipeline. What we are showing here right now is motion capture of two things. So one is with the suit. So we have 14 call assist sensors, and we were able to track two subjects who are wearing markers on their suits, and almost real time, like literally 4 frames delay. You can't tell. The interesting thing is, even though the sensors are imported, the pipeline that has been, the workflow pipeline is entirely indigenously created by the Whistling Woods Emerging Media Lab team. Now, this is something that you don't normally get to see, right? Motion capture, post-processing happens, but real time is something that is unique. And this, I think, is,
Is this technology being used much in India for movies or OTT? Not as yet.
I mean, it was kind of used in Munjia.
Okay.
So a lot of the mocap of the Munjia was supported by the Whistling Woods Emerging Media Lab team. So that I think it was the first film to actually use it. But we are now looking at, there's going to be many, many, many more films that will use it once they have seen that it works.
Amazing.
So that's the POC. The other POC is the one that actually we are most kicked about, which is the markerless version. So here you can see there's a lot of infra, there's markers and all that. And we are able to do almost similar, but just for anybody, without any markers. So, guys.
Very, very interesting, very, very amazing, of course, as you can see what's been happening over here. I want to quickly now, shift our focus to that booth very, very quickly, because we're trying to give, no, we've seen the main thing, but I got the gist of what you're saying, of course. But I want to quickly show our viewers this particular booth over here, and we, of course, had experienced a bit of it yesterday as well. Fantastic. I think about 100 cameras over here, and of course, as you can see, many of the top actors have already used this technology, and many big movies like Stree 2 and Kalki have also, of course, showcased it on film. And of course, we have Anand here, who's an expert on this topic. In fact, he's also part of Whistling Woods. Tell us a bit about this, innovative technology. It's already being used in India. Are we hoping that many from the world now come and adapt this as well in their films?
First of all, I am not from Whistling Woods. I am the CEO and founder of Volumex.
Oh, wow.
We're a digital human company, and
Yes, I can see, of
in
course.
fact,
Yeah.
no, that's the Volumex.
Yeah, Volumex.
And in fact, started this industry in India back in 2015. So we've been scanning celebrities since then. We worked in over 35 movies.
Amazing.
And now the technology that you see here is actually the most advanced scanning technology in the world right now. There are merely just 5 such setups. And we are creating hyper-realistic digital avatars of celebrities to do scenes that they cannot do themselves. Now, with this kind of technology, we can actually expect celebrities from outside India to come. A lot of artists in Southeast Asia are looking for these technologies and don't have access to these
So
technologies.
how it happens? How does it happen?
So yeah, so you walk into the setup
Okay.
and let me just have somebody come in. Pratik.
So he's going to go in now, and he has to stand right in the middle there.
No, Pratik is going to run this setup. We're going to have somebody. Why do you fire? Can you fire the setup right now?
We'll just quickly get him to stand there while you explain it. We don't need to see, of course, the final version, but just explain how it happened. So just stand in the middle there and now tell us what's...
Yeah, so as you can see, the light's moving around him,
Yeah.
and we're capturing how the light reacts to his face.
Okay.
Now, all these sequences of light are being captured by these cameras, and they are again very high-end cameras. And we understand how the light reacts to his face. There's something called as the radiance field, basically how the light reacts to a particular surface. Once we're able to capture and understand this, we can replicate that in the digital world and get a perfect digital representation of this man here, and then manipulate it, make it do anything that we want to.
Very, very interesting. Okay. And we certainly hope that this is going to be something now that the world adapts as well. As you said, it's so innovative, and many films have already used it in India. We're hoping that the world comes here too. Thank you, and good luck to you, of course, for that. Okay, we will now quickly take you across to our next stall over here, where as you can see, of course, this is a special challenge now. As I was telling you earlier also, that various challenges were also announced before Waves. This was a short films challenge. This was a short films challenge, which was, of course, announced for people to create 1-minute films. And the winners, of course, were also announced. I believe they got mentoring as well at Whistling Woods from people like Amol Gupte. Interestingly, the winner is a rickshaw puller's daughter from Delhi. She has won this contest, this competition here. Are you also one of the winners?
Yeah.
Okay. Amazing. Where are you from?
I am from Uttarakhand.
Okay. What was your film?
I did this drone shot.
Yeah.
मैंने मतलब इसमें कंपटीशन में पार्टिसिपेट लिया था तो
क्या
मतलब
कॉन्सेप्ट था आपकी फिल्म का?
बर्ड्स आई व्यू इंडिया बर्ड्स आई व्यू तो उसमें पूरे इंडिया का है
थीम था टेक्नोलॉजी और ह्यूमैनिटी.
इसमें ड्रोन से रिलेटेड था हमारा तो इसमें हमको एरियल दिखाना था पूरा इंडिया का हेरिटेज कल्चर वगैरह उसको जोड़ के एक वीडियो बना के हमने डिलीवर करी तो सेलेक्ट
उत्तराखंड से आप सीधा सपनों के शहर मुंबई में आ गए हैं. कैसा लग रहा है?
बहुत अच्छा लग रहा है बहुत अच्छा.
सपना क्या है, क्या करना चाहेंगे?
आई एम इनटू फिल्म्स एंड डायरेक्शन तो मैं शॉर्ट फिल्म मेकिंग मतलब सारी चीजें करता हूँ मैं.
ऐसा प्लेटफॉर्म है ये वेव्स आपके लिए?
बहुत अच्छा प्लेटफॉर्म है मतलब हम जैसे यंगस्टर के लिए और मैंने देखा है कई एजिड लोग हैं सीनियर लोग हैं वो भी जीते हैं तो लाइक होता है कि आप उस एज में कभी नहीं हुए मतलब सफल नहीं हुए तो बट आपका लक काम करके आप अब हो गए.
और छोटे छोटे शहरों से ही जो विनर्स हैं वो आए हैं.
बेसिकली मैं वर्क वगैरह के लिए नोएडा रहता हूँ तो
वैसे आप हैं कहाँ उत्तराखंड से?
मैं पौड़ी गढ़वाल सतपुली से हूँ. थैंक यू सो मच.
थैंक यू. तो ये थे एक ऐसे शख्स who was telling us about his story, of course, how he's won. He's the second runner-up in this competition. Also, there's a comic section here where, of course, there was competition in creating comics, creating anime. Also, there was animation competition as well, which happened over here. There was an animation competition also, which took place. Then there was a competition on digital art, which also took place before the Waves. These were all the Waves challenges, which of course were announced earlier. And finally, there were gaming challenges as well, which were announced as well by the union government. So really covering all domains of the creative industry. And as I told you, there are different sessions, of course, happening. Also, you can see Samira Reddy, actress, Nitiba Kaul, a content creator, and Dhananjay Bhosle, another content creator, are all in conversation there. They are, of course, also encouraging, inspiring others, telling their stories of success and also inspiring others to create content as well. As Prime Minister said, create in India, create for the world. We're hoping, of course, that Waves leads to that wave, of course, for the creative fraternity in India. For the time being, with the journalist Vishnu Uday Pratap Singh in Mumbai.